You are over 60 now, and maybe you think your best physical days are behind you. Maybe your knees creak, your balance isn't what it used to be, or your strength fades faster than it once did. But what if I told you there's a simple, ancient, and surprisingly powerful movement that could awaken your inner vitality, rebuild your strength from the ground up, and help you feel grounded, stable, and alive again? It's called the horse stance, a posture so humble and yet so transformative that those who commit to it daily discover a quiet revolution taking place inside their bodies. The horse stance, or mabu as it's called in martial arts, has been practiced for centuries in China and across Asia by monks, warriors, and health seekers alike. It looks simple, feet wide apart, knees bent, back straight, and body still. But beneath that simplicity lies a world of strength, discipline, and rejuvenation. For older adults, this movement is not just an exercise. It's a symbol of grounding, of standing strong despite the passing of years, of finding balance again in a world that moves too fast. When you practice this every day, something begins to shift, not just in your muscles, but in your spirit. In the first few days, you'll notice the trembling in your legs. Your thighs will burn, your breath might shorten, and you'll feel an urge to give up. That's normal. That's your body awakening from years of stillness, rediscovering muscles that once held you upright with ease. Every second you hold that stance, you're telling your body that you are still capable, still strong, still here. The trembling is not weakness. It's the sound of your body rebuilding itself, cell by cell, moment by moment. Day after day, as you lower yourself into that stance, your stability will improve. You'll feel your balance return. Your ankles will grow stronger, your knees more resilient, and your hips more open. For someone over 60, these are not small victories. They are milestones. Falling becomes less likely, walking feels easier, and climbing stairs becomes effortless. The horse stance reawakens the lower body, the foundation of all movement, and gives back the confidence that time may have stolen. As your strength builds, you'll start to notice how this stillness affects your mind. You stand in silence, legs burning, heart steady, breath controlled, and suddenly you find peace. It's meditation in motionless form. The horse stance teaches patience, focus, and inner calm. Every minute you hold it is a conversation between your mind and your muscles, between your past and your present. You begin to realize that growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser, more aware, more in tune with yourself. Your spine straightens. Your posture improves. You feel taller, prouder, more alive. The horse stance engages your core in a way that protects your back and strengthens your abdominal muscles. For seniors, this means fewer aches, better posture, and reduced risk of injury. Every time you lower yourself into the stance, you're not just exercising, you're reclaiming control over your body, teaching it to move and hold itself with grace and stability. And then there's your breath. Most people breathe shallowly without realizing it. But when you stand in the horse stance, you can't. You must breathe deeply, rhythmically, calmly. That deep breathing oxygenates your blood, nourishes your brain, and reduces stress hormones. Over time, it becomes a habit, a natural rhythm of calm breathing that follows you through your day, lowering your blood pressure, improving your heart health, and helping you sleep better at night. But this transformation doesn't stop with movement. The horse stance becomes a teacher, a silent mentor reminding you that the body and mind are connected. And with that realization comes another truth. To sustain this energy, you must nourish yourself wisely. A strong stance needs a strong diet. So begin to see your meals as medicine. Choose foods that support your journey, bright vegetables full of colour and life, fruits rich in antioxidants, and proteins that repair and strengthen your muscles. Add a handful of nuts each day for healthy fats that feed your brain. Drink water generously. Cut down on processed foods, sugar, and refined carbs that drain your energy and inflame your joints. With every meal, you have a choice, to fuel your body or to fatigue it. Choose vitality. Choose food that brings lightness, clarity, and power. Imagine waking up in the morning, sunlight spilling into your room, and you begin your day with a few minutes of horse stance. You stand firm, your breath steady, eyes closed, feeling the weight of your years transform into strength. Your legs hold you, your mind clears, and you begin to feel a kind of quiet pride. You are not just existing, you are thriving. That feeling stays with you throughout the day. When you walk, your steps feel more grounded. When you bend, your body responds with balance and ease. When challenges arise, you face them with the same calm determination you've built in your stance. The horse stance builds not only muscles but mindset. It teaches perseverance, because every day when you lower yourself into that posture and hold despite the burn, you're training your mind to endure. You're saying to yourself, I can do hard things. And that confidence spills into every part of your life. You start taking more walks, cooking healthier meals, spending more time in nature, connecting with friends, and rediscovering joy in small moments. If you pair your horse stance practice with a light exercise routine, the results amplify. Try walking briskly for 20 minutes each day, or stretching gently after your stance. Add simple mobility exercises for your joints, arm circles, neck rolls, ankle rotations, to keep everything fluid and flexible. Movement is life, and life wants to move through you. The more you move, the more your body thanks you with energy, strength, and resilience. Rest also becomes essential. Many people over 60 underestimate the power of recovery. After a few days of horse stance practice, your legs might feel sore, and that's okay. Rest, sleep well, and let your muscles rebuild stronger than before. Listen to your body. It will tell you when to push and when to pause. Growth comes from balance, not exhaustion. Now let's talk about mindset. Because even with the right exercise and diet, your thoughts can either lift you or weigh you down. The horse stance invites mindfulness. When you stand still, breathing deeply, you learn to silence the noise. You begin to observe your thoughts rather than be controlled by them. You realize that aging is not a decline, but a new form of strength. You've lived through decades of experiences, learned lessons, and built wisdom. Now you can channel that inner calm into physical power. Each breath, each stance is a celebration of all you've overcome. Over time, this practice changes how you see yourself. You stop saying I'm too old and start saying I'm still growing. Your focus shifts from limitations to possibilities, and your body responds accordingly. You begin to notice the glow returning to your skin, your muscles becoming firmer, your digestion improving, your sleep deeper. This is the quiet magic of consistency, the power of doing one small thing every day. Let's imagine your life after 30 days of horse stance practice. Your legs no longer tremble as before. They feel stable and strong. Your core feels firm, your back straight, and your balance impeccable. Friends notice the change. They see how you move, how you carry yourself, how your eyes shine with confidence. You've become the proof that age is not the enemy of strength. You've built it through discipline, patience, and self-belief, and perhaps the most profound change happens inside. When you hold the horse stance, you're not just holding your body, you're holding your focus, your determination, your willpower. It becomes a meditation in strength, a reminder that the human spirit doesn't fade with time. It deepens. You become unshakable, just like the stance itself, rooted, steady, calm amidst any storm. Now think beyond the exercise. Start aligning your lifestyle with this new sense of balance. Wake up early to watch the sunrise. It reminds you of renewal. Spend time outdoors. The fresh air strengthens your lungs, and the sunlight fuels your mood. Surround yourself with positivity. Listen to uplifting music. Laugh often. Stay curious. Keep your brain active by reading, learning something new, or engaging in creative hobbies. Growth doesn't stop because you turned 60. It evolves. Your diet can be your greatest ally in this transformation. Incorporate foods rich in calcium and vitamin D to strengthen your bones. Add leafy greens, salmon, almonds, and tofu. Eat berries and oranges for antioxidants that protect your cells. Enjoy herbal teas like green tea or chamomile for calm and clarity. Limit alcohol, avoid smoking, and cherish your water. It's the simplest medicine. The body renews itself constantly, and the nutrients you provide are the building blocks of that renewal. And don't underestimate the power of gratitude. Each day after your stance, take a few seconds to feel grateful for your body, for your legs that hold you, your lungs that breathe, your heart that beats tirelessly. Gratitude releases serotonin, the happiness hormone, which supports your mental and physical well-being. The more you appreciate your body, the better it responds. Now imagine if you extended this practice not just for weeks, but for months and years. Imagine standing strong in your 70s or 80s, body still capable, spirit still vibrant, mind still sharp. That's not a dream. It's what daily consistency can create. The horse stance becomes your anchor, your quiet companion through time. And it requires no equipment, no gym, no fancy clothes, just you, your will, and a little space to stand. It's a humble act of self-respect. You don't do it for vanity. You do it to honor your body, to keep it functional and alive. You do it because you understand that movement is the language of life, and as long as you can move, you can thrive. As you continue this journey, remember to celebrate small victories. The first minute you hold the stance without trembling, that's progress. The day your knees stop aching, that's progress. The morning you wake up energized instead of stiff, that's progress. Progress is not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, and deeply personal. And each step forward reinforces your belief that you are stronger than you ever thought. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring challenges. It means meeting them with courage. When you feel tired, remember why you started. You're doing this not just to live longer, but to live better. Every day you practice, you invest in your independence, your health, and your happiness. You're shaping a future where you can enjoy walks, dance at family gatherings, travel, and play with your grandchildren without fear of falling or fatigue. The horse stance teaches patience and humility too. You learn that growth doesn't come overnight. It comes in small increments, like drops of water carving stone. You start to find beauty in the process itself, the stillness, the breath, the quiet power building within you. It becomes something you look forward to. You begin to enjoy the challenge, the focus, the meditative calm, and that enjoyment keeps you consistent. As you practice daily, you'll notice improvements in your digestion, your circulation, and even your mood. Your joints become more lubricated, your bones denser, your metabolism steadier, your mind feels clearer. Many people report that regular horse stance practice reduces anxiety and depression because it anchors the mind in the present moment. When your body is grounded, your mind follows. At night, you'll sleep more deeply. Your body, having been engaged and stretched, will rest better. Your muscles repair, your hormones rebalance, and you wake up refreshed. This cycle of effort and recovery becomes your rhythm, the rhythm of vitality. There's also a spiritual aspect to this practice. The horse stance symbolizes strength through stillness, stability through surrender. In holding it, you align with a deeper sense of being, a grounded calm that radiates through your life. You become more patient with yourself and with others. You stop rushing. You start savoring. The world feels less chaotic because you found your center. And here's the beautiful truth. You don't have to be perfect. Some days you'll hold the stance for only 30 seconds. Some days you'll skip it entirely. That's okay. What matters is that you return. Progress is not a straight line. It's a dance of effort and rest. Each return strengthens your spirit a little more. By now you realize this is not just a physical challenge, it's a way of life. It's about reclaiming power over aging, about proving to yourself that growth never stops. It's about standing strong, literally and metaphorically, and saying, I'm still here and I'm still strong. You are over 60, but you are not defined by your age. You are defined by your choices, your consistency, your courage to keep evolving. The horse stance is your daily reminder that your body is your ally, not your enemy. It's still capable of transformation, still capable of strength, still capable of joy. So tomorrow morning, stand tall. Spread your feet wide, lower your body slowly. Feel your legs engage, your spine straighten, your breath deepen. Hold the stance. Hold your focus. Hold your strength. Let every breath remind you that you are alive, vibrant and capable. Let the years behind you fuel your discipline, not your doubt. You've come too far to give up now. In time, you'll realize that this simple daily ritual has given you something priceless, a sense of mastery, peace, and empowerment that no number can take away. You've rediscovered the strength within you, one stance at a time. And from that strength, everything else flows. Better health, sharper mind, lighter heart, and a deeper love for life itself. So, over 60? Do the horse stance every day. Let it ground you. Let it rebuild you. Let it remind you that age is just a measure of time, not a limit on your power. You are timeless when you choose to grow, and unstoppable when you choose to begin.